G'day and welcome back to the channel. My name's Marty from the Garden Creator Hub, and this channel here, Marty's Garden. In this video, I want to talk about beginner gardeners and really gardeners all around the world making this one huge mistake where we're looking at time is money. I reckon we are. You know what? I do it too. We've all been implanted in with this stuff. It's been encrypted into our brain since school. Time is money. And look, we look at the costs of growing food and then we value it up against our time for earning and go, will this cost me more to do this than what I can buy at the shop? But what I want to come to you with is a new way of looking at it, and expand this into the conversation down below in the comments, and also get you thinking about, well, what really is the value of money in this day and age, as I walk around the garden and show you some of the things I'm growing, some of the fruits that I've got happening, and my amazing space. Because look, I'll be honest, I've got 800 square meters here. I've probably got half of it, or maybe, oh, that car went past, about a third of it growing in food, and I get a lot of fresh food out of my garden. Look, I'll just be straight up and honest with you, I get a lot, but it is a lot of work as well. Look at this. Oh, yum. Can you see that? Nice big long, got to make sure everyone can see that. Nice big long chili there, and some more chilies growing here. A little bit dark on that shot, but this is just my front garden. Now, it does take a lot of time, as I mentioned, but I get rewarded with something that I believe is worth more than money to me. The joy of actually growing my own fresh food in Playa, bitter melon, and experiencing being out in nature, being outside, being outdoors, and enjoying life. Now, to me, that is very valuable, and I believe it's very valuable to you too, yes? So, how do we look at this? Well, I look at my food that comes on my kitchen plate not in this way anymore. I look at it as a healthy, tasty, new way to live. But I also do, I'll be honest with you, I look at it and go, hey, I'm saving money here, because it is just so damn expensive out there now. You walk away with a couple of bags of shopping and man, it's hit that wallet hard. You've got to all agree. I was speaking with someone recently about, you know, like we're in our 50s now, and how a couple of bags cost you nothing. You didn't even think about that it was one day going to hurt you when you go to the shop to buy food, and that it was going to hit the wallet so hard. I just went through the gate. We're moving into the backyard, and I'm going to show you two plants that are really easy to grow, super cheap, and they like the summer weather. So, and very, 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 very productive. And not only will they produce a whole lot of great food for you, they'll do it abundantly right through the whole summer season. So I'll get to that in a minute, because getting back to what I first spoke about, the whole time is money thing. Now, if you fall under the category of your health is your perfect wealth, right? Because we've all been sick at some stage in our lives, and we're going, oh man, I just want to get out of bed. I want to feel better. I just, you know, and we do everything we can to get our health back. And then we fall back into our old habits again, and we don't treat ourselves well or take care of ourselves properly. We start eating more processed foods, more fast foods, and look, I'll be honest with you, I've fallen into that category many times myself, because I've just been in a rush. So I'll just rush and eat some Nutri-Grain or something like that for cereal before I have to run out to work, because I'm just so busy. Now I'm falling into that and going, hey, I'm going to cook myself a couple of eggs straight from the chickens. A much healthier option. They do get out in free range in the afternoon, guys, so I've got to watch them. They don't get into the garden so much. So yeah, I'm wondering what your thoughts are there before I show you these two plants. The first one we're going to get to is the choco. one of my favourites, the cucumber. He's in his last, well, sort of last stages. He's been there a while now. Been through some wild storms and gnarly weather. I'm surprised it's still alive. But these guys, these beans here, the Asian snake bean or the Asian long bean, there's a black and a red variety, so they've got different coloured beans, but they look the same, the plant, pretty much. And they get this amazing long bean that's like, oh man, I think one of them's about 60 centimetres long. I've got to show you. And they're super, super abundant. And they call them snake bean because they sort of wrap around and look a bit like a snake. But let's have a look at one, I'll show you. Now that's just growing up a fence. So I've put together a trellis out of jute. It's a jute material that you can buy from Mitre 10 if you're in Australia. You can probably get it all around the world. It's probably a Chinese thing. And it's just like a jute string. Super cheap, about $9, and it covers a few metres. And a few metres, and you know, probably 2 metres by 2 metres, something like that. And it'll last about a season, I reckon. And so it's holding out pretty well with 2 vertical posts, which are just tomato posts, and a cross post, and I'll show you. Very, very cool. And I've got like some rock melon, some okra, and different things growing in here. So the snake bean, red okra, and the beans all seem to be like performing really well in a nice deep compost. And super productive food coming out of there, but the beans will be the highest producer out of all of them, and it will give me also the vitamins that I need, you know what I mean, the protein and stuff. And whatever I've got left over, we actually sell a little bit to help cover costs and things like that. We give a bit away as well, and we also feed some to the chickens. They love the beans. It must be the protein in them, because they're always searching for that high protein diet to lay lots of eggs. Now the other plant is a plant steeped in history, Australian history, that in a joke, and actually it's pretty real, growing over the Australian toilet. So the outdoor dunny, we used to call it, and there's a septic, so you had the septic which is pumped out from all the stuff, you know, which goes into a septic, and then it would generally be planted near the septic toilet and go over the toilet, and it's totally safe, the food to eat like that, because it's off the ground, and abundant food right through the summer, and amazing plant. And it can be used in many different ways, and my wife's been teaching me some great recipes from it. It just soaks in all the flavour. It's not like that tasty yucky thing that your grandparents gave you when you were young with no flavour. It soaks in all the flavour into the curries, any of the stews, any of the stir fries, anything you're doing, it'll soak it up. Even in apple pies, you put a bit of apple and choco, and boom, you've got a major meal. Now I'll show you some fruits around here as we come through. I'm just sort of moving through around the choco vine here. Now these little they're only small ones, and apparently I've been told that the small ones are really, really super delicious. And I'll go under the choco thing here and show you some more. Check this out. It's really cool under here, and I'm looking around and I'm seeing more and more chocos as I hunt for them. They're hanging down and everywhere. Way, way cool. An abundance of fresh food that I'm not going to look at for time value for money, because I'm going to get more than I can use here. This is abundance in a premium form, and it's also I'm just growing this. I built this with tomato stakes and just some old dog wire, and I've also got here another trellis, some more snake beans growing up over it. and other plants sort of growing around it as well. I really love growing my own fresh food, as you can see, and I'll show you something. It's getting that wild that it's starting to spill over the sides. Look at this. It's growing crazy. And what I do is any extra branches that I don't want running off wild anywhere, the chickens love eating the leaves on that. So these beans and choco, actually the excess can end up being great chicken food as well. So yeah, I believe there's more to gardening and growing food. The health side of things, the mental health side of things, you are saving money. But if you're looking at it as time for money, you're gonna lose the point of growing food at home, your own fresh food. It is way more valuable than money. Now remember, we only need a few things to survive. We need shelter, food, and clothing. Now that's got you thinking, hasn't it? But the problem is our food is just getting too processed. It's losing its history, it's losing its culture, it's losing what it's supposed to do for us. And we just go out shopping thinking, well, I can buy this cheaper and I can go to work this time and make this. But what are you buying? What are you putting in your food? And look, there's a whole big, massive conversation about this. I'm hoping that you'll head over to the hub, if you've got this far, the Garden Creator Hub. It's where we talk about these type of things and move stuff into a bigger conversation than this, and teach you how to grow amazing fresh food at home in a faster way than you'll ever learn on YouTube, because there's like 150 members in there. There's a lot of dedicated people ready to help you to take it to the next level. And hopefully I'll see you there. Have a great day, happy gardening, and we'll see you at the next video or over at the hub real soon. Bye for now.